Good morning, welcome to CATEX TV. My name is Frank Fortunato. Today is Monday, October 20th, 2014. You can follow us on Twitter at CATEX TV. There's news in the reinsurance community today. The big broker Willis has released a statement confirming that it is indeed in advanced and exclusive takeover talks with the independent broker Miller. Willis said that the proposed transaction would see its own wholesale business merged into Miller, which would continue to operate as a separate legal entity under its existing brand name. In turn, Miller's treaty reinsurance and more retail-oriented activities would likely transfer over to Willis. The statement added that Miller would have a continuity of management and would still operate from its current London headquarters. It also said that exclusive talks between the two parties are indeed advanced, but there is no certainty a transaction will be forthcoming. In the most recently available accounts, which cover the 12 months to April 30th, 2013, Miller's had stated revenues of about £107 million. Sources routinely talk about Miller as one of the main repositories for London broking talent that wants to operate outside the corporate environment of the big three. Now they'll be being acquired by one of the big three. Damage from Hurricane Gonzalo in Bermuda could have been much worse had the storm's eye not passed directly over the island. This is the view of experts from AIR Worldwide, the modeling company, which said that the diameter of Gonzalo's eye was in fact twice the length of Bermuda. Scott Stransky, a principal scientist at the modeler, noted that buildings in Bermuda were designed to withstand wind speeds of up to 110 miles per hour and gusts of 150, so, quote, it was not surprising that reports of significant structural damage were quite rare. There were a number of roof incidents, roof tiles, and in some instances entire roofs being blown off, but on a whole, the damage was very minimal. The airport opened last night. The eerie calm prevailed for about an hour and a half as the eye passed over the island. That lengthy time period acted as a gigantic mitigant, apparently, in preventing very heavy winds from hitting the island. Where's Gonzalo now? Well, it's largely broken up. It brushed by Newfoundland over the weekend, and it's now headed to the United Kingdom. It's expected to bring gales and torrential rain sometime later tonight and lasting through the midweek period. The Met Office in London has issued a yellow warning for Tuesday, predicting travel disruptions as gusts of 50 miles per hour are going to bring tree branches down and surface water is going to flood roads. It might even bring winds inland of up to 70 mile per hour gusts. The annual meeting of reinsurers is being held in Baden Baden in the German spa town this week. A couple of pieces of news have already begun to come out. Munich Re is saying the insurance sector needs to meet the challenge of European hailstorm events because insured values and frequency keep rising and increasing. According to Ludger Arnoldson, a member of Munich Re's board of management, last year's European hailstorms, which saw hailstones the size of golf balls pound Central Europe, were the largest insured loss event of the year, some 2.8 billion euros. Mr. Arnoldson noted that because of the potential risk to solar panels and insulation to homes, these now need to be computed in when figuring the total potential losses. Also speaking in public today was the head of Allianz, the big insurance company. This would be Amr Ahmed. He said that the trend to collective buying of reinsurance by all of the entities of one operating group is an undeniable and one-way ticket. He said what we're seeing is a shift toward reinsurance as a capital tool to manage reinsurance at a group level. Allianz has been at the forefront of this trend. Over the past 6 years, Allianz has reduced the amount it spent in the reinsurance industry by $1.5 billion. Also, we will note that there is word on the street that Liberty Mutual is poised to do the same thing. That would squeeze another $400 million or so out of the reinsurance premium pot. Also speaking today was Brian Dupereau, the CEO and chairman of Hamilton Re, who gave a rousing speech apparently to a conference being hosted by Guy Carpenter saying that he believes that reinsurers are up to the challenge of managing the incoming alternative capital. He said that this is really nothing new. The insurers simply must need to concentrate on what they do best, that is underwrite and provide claim services, and turn to the new capital as they would any other capital. A large power plant about 70 miles to the west of London in Oxfordshire has been shut down. This would be the Didcot B power station. Fire crews have been battling a blaze there all night. The fire is now out. The plant has been completely shut down, according to the Energy Secretary, Ed Davey. He's been reassured by the National Grid that there is no risk to electricity supplies. Tropical storm Anna, which had been predicted to wallop Hawaii on Friday and Saturday, ended up being just a lot of news, but nothing really substantial. It brushed by the islands with a weekend of heavy rain, high surf, and some strong winds. According to the Honolulu mayor, Kirk Caldwell, the good news is it looks like we've dodged a bullet. 11 people were killed today and 7 others seriously injured in an explosion at a firecracker factory in Vakatipa village in coastal East Godavari in India. Firework factory fires are very common in India. Meanwhile, over the weekend, the 34th annual Beijing International Marathon was held. Thousands of runners ran wearing masks as air pollution soared to 16 times the maximum recommended level. Many top long-distance runners stayed away from the race as a result. The reason is, as you're running in a marathon, you're breathing very deeply and you're inhaling particulates deep into your lungs. Organizers made 140,000 water-soaked sponges available to athletes, advising runners to scrub down their skin after it was exposed to the air. This is according to the Beijing News. Imagine what the inside of lungs exposed to heavy and frequent breathing over a 2 and 3 and 4 hour period of intense physical exercise will do. That's the news for today. If we have any breaking news, we'll come back and tell you. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow.